Hello and welcome into BDC Arena in Istanbul, Turkey for the 2026 FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup. My name is Craig Feta and I'll be with you for this Group C matchup between Slovenia and the host nation, Turkey. We're so glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from around the world. This will be a little bit different style of a broadcast than you might be used to. I'll be interacting live with those of you watching on our YouTube stream. I'll also be responding to questions and comments, so I might not catch every play on the floor. And we ask that if you do engage with the YouTube chat, just keep it friendly and respectful, and we will all have a good time. Don't forget you can also check us out on X, Facebook, and Instagram at NextGenHoops, and the official tournament website. And when you share or comment, use the hashtag FIBA U17. Well, what can you say about the home side? Turkey trailed by 25 points midway through the third quarter last night against New Zealand, but they scored 37 points in the fourth to force overtime and then prevailed in double overtime. You have to wonder about their fitness tonight, as well as a possible emotional letdown after such a big comeback. Darius Karatasu scored 37 points in 46 minutes. Omer Kutlay scored 39 in almost 48 minutes. So we'll see if Team Turkey has their legs under them tonight. Time now for the anthems. We'll be back in just one moment. That was the national anthem for Slovenia, and now the national anthem for Turkey. And the national anthem for Turkey. A big welcome in to all of our FIBA YouTube subscribers. If you'd like to become a FIBA YouTube subscriber to unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights, acquire loyalty badges and emojis for use during our live streams, and lots of other exciting perks, you can pick one of our rookie, starter, or MVP levels and be part of our growing community today. And if you've got a prediction for this game or any other game, go play the U17 World Cup Game Predictor on the official U17 FIBA website for a chance to win great prizes. Slovenia last night dropped a tough one to Puerto Rico, 92-78. That was a game Slovenia led until midway through the second quarter. Jakub Šiftar had 31 points and 7 rebounds, and Lun Yarts had 20 and 10. So we'll have to see how each team handles the other's two best players. Our officials tonight: Carlos Peralta of Ecuador, Alan dos Santos of Brazil, and Jian Sun of China. Moments away from the starting lineups. And there's the starting lineup for Slovenia. Alex Page Rupnik, Nate Slapnik, Jakub Šiftar, Lun Yarts, and Nate Roznik. For head coach Gregor Gorniec. A little bit different starting lineup tonight for Gorniec. Slapnik will be starting, and Matic Rezic will come off the bench. And there's the starters for Hasan Ozmeric, Darius Karatasu, Arda Ozturk, Omer Kutlay, Kartal Bora Shimshik, and Noyan Tolan. 3 new starters in the lineup tonight for Hasan Ozmeric. Arda Ozturk, Kartal Bora Shimshik, and Noyan Tolan all came off the bench last night. Last night it was Rusyar Opchun, Bashir Briant, who had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 blocks in the big double overtime win against New Zealand last night. And Emre Azizi all started. So Türkiye looking a little different tonight. We will see how that plays out. Perhaps Hasan Ozmeric wants his team to get off to a little better start than they got off to last night against New Zealand. Trailed by 25 all the way into the third quarter. Games already in the books today. Serbia defeated Venezuela 84-53. Australia downed Ivory Coast 78-73. Both of those games in Group D. In Group A, it was USA big over Japan 128-66. France defeated Italy 88-68. And just a few minutes ago, Canada pulled away from China late to win that one in Group B, 87-78. One other game about to start in about 28 minutes or so, 27 minutes. In Group B, Lithuania and Cameroon. No games tomorrow or Monday, by the way. We are off until Tuesday. Ball is in the air, and we are underway. Slovenia win the tip. Pass right side to Šiftar. He drives, kicks it into the corner. Tried to find Rupnik. Poked out of bounds. Slovenia to inbound with 11 on the shot clock. Into the corner for Šiftar. Back outside for Page Rupnik. Page Rupnik drives and knocked out of bounds again with 3.5 on the shot clock. So Slovenia's got to come up with something quickly here. Page Rupnik gets it inside. Lun Yarts misses, and Türkiye on their first possession. And an offensive foul away from the ball. That's going to be on Darius Karatasu. Karatasu, huge night last night. A long night, 46 minutes in the double overtime game. 37 points on 6 of 9 shooting from beyond the arc. He also had 11 rebounds. Monster game by Karatasu. He and Omer Kutlay single-handedly, well, double-handedly, I guess, brought Türkiye back in that one. Now Yarts, short on the turnaround jumper in the lane. Both teams looking for their first points. 3 on the way, just short rebound, Šiftar. I want to remind everybody tuned into our YouTube live stream So let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, and we'll try to give you a shout out on air. The drive from Paige Rupnik, and Slovenia has their first 2 points of the game. Not sure if that got tipped in. We'll see who they credit that to. But it looked like it went in clean off of the hand of Paige Rupnik. Outside to Šimšík. Nothing there as he runs into Rosnik. And now Kutlai. 2 on the shot clock. Gives it up. 3 from the left wing. And that is good. Gartel Bora Šimšík did not score last night, but he opens the scoring tonight for Türkiye with a 3. That triple missed by Shiftar, but an offensive rebound. Back into the corner for Yarts. That 3 is good. One of your viewer watching from Pennsylvania in the USA. Somebody watching in Ghana. Drive into the lane by Kutlai. And he picks up right where he left off last night. Man, for a guy who's 6'3", 193 centimeters, Kutlai can work his way through traffic unbelievably well as Jakob Shiftar gets to the rack very nicely, and Slovenia take the lead back 6-5. Arda Öztürk did not score last night. He gets 2 here to start. Nate Slopnik's shot rolls off the rim and a foul. Got a viewer in Kentucky in the U.S., a Slovenian watching in Türkiye, somebody watching in London. Here's Kutlai. Trying to find some space, splits the defenders, keeps his feet, and draws the foul. Saw it a lot last night. Kutlai just has a knack for being able to get between defenders. One of the commenters says this guy's reading the chat. How is this a live stream? It is a live stream. I'm watching the chat, watching the game, doing the play-by-play, reading stats. Viewer in Tanzania saying hello. Yeah, Hakan 1905 says yesterday was insane. It was. You could feel something brewing. And I think New Zealand just ran out of petrol, as they say, in the double overtime. 3 on the way from Shiftar, air ball. Offensive rebound by Rosnik, but taken away. Here come Türkiye. Šimšík. Over to Tolan. Now hands off to Kutlai. Kutlai fouled at about 12 feet in the lane, and he will go to the free throw line. Our FIBA mod says, I'm the man. I appreciate that. Got a viewer checking in from Texas. Orlando is watching from Slovenia. Got a viewer in Bern, Switzerland, cheering for Türkiye. Free throw good by Kutlai. And it's 9-6 in favor of the home side. Hey, if you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up on our YouTube live stream. We're try to get to 50 likes before the end of the first quarter. We're at 25 right now. Oh, pretty fadeaway there by Jakub Šiftar. And he gets Slovenia back to within 1. More than 3,900 folks tuned in right now, so just a small fraction of you hit that thumbs up. We'll zip past that 50 like mark, if you would. Oh, a nice job by Lunjarts to gather himself on the break, let the defender go by, and then go up and lay that in. And now Slovenia back on top, 10-9, as we approach the halfway mark of this first quarter. Pass outside from Kutlai. Now Kutlai was the intended target of that pass, but it was intercepted by Slapnik. And a viewer in Lithuania. A viewer in Tennessee cheering for Turkey. One in Papua New Guinea. You were in Dublin, Ireland, cheering for Turkey. Slapnik gets it to Yarts. Yarts fades away. That won't go. Rebound, Karatasu. Karatasu snagged 11 boards last night. Oh, I think that was a travel. No, they called a foul. I guess the foul is what called the travel. There you get a good look at Omer Kutlai. He led FIBA U17 Eurobasket in scoring at 24 points per game. Also dished out 6 assists per game. That was good enough for second in the tournament. Omer, the son of former Turkish legend Ibrahim Kutlai, who was in attendance last night. Rosnik, no. And Tolan gets the rebound. Good pace to this one so far. Neither team really feeling each other out. They're just getting into their offenses very nicely. Tough work under the hoop there for Arda Öztürk. He was a little bit too far underneath. Had to shoot that from a tough angle and ended up missing. Slovenia looking to expand this 1-point lead. Yarts for 3. Splash! Lunjarts hits the triple, and he's got 7 points already. One of the commenters says, that's a foul, not a travel. Don't support Slovenia. I'm not supporting either team. I cheer, or rather, I'm enthusiastic when either team does anything good. I don't have a rooting interest in any game, even when USA plays. Into the corner again for Yarts. That triple misses. Rebound Karatasu. You were checking in from Vienna. I'm assuming the one in Austria. Now the baseline drive, reverse, kicked into the corner for Karatasu. 3 would not have counted as Karatasu stepped on the sideline for the turnover with just inside 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. If you're looking for additional content, be sure to check us out on X, Facebook, and Instagram at NextGenHoops and the official tournament website. And when you share or comment, use the hashtag FIBA U17. Offensive rebound. Nate's Pirnat into the game now for Slovenia, along with Jaka Jovanovic. Hugo Rene Godec in the game as well. Bashir Briant and Omer Yusuf Sheikh on for Turkey. Bounce pass to the driving Arda Öztürk, and that is good. Nice job on the break by Turkey there, and they have tied it up at 13. viewer in the UK cheering for Türkiye. 3 on the way from Shiftar. That is good. He wanted the foul, no call. And Slovenia open up a 3-point edge, 16-13. Noyan cheering for Türkiye from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. And a timeout on the floor with 1 minute 40 to play in this first quarter. We're back in a moment from Istanbul. Welcome back to BDC Arena in beautiful and historic Istanbul, Turkey. Slovenia with a 3-point advantage with 1:40 to play, first quarter, 16-13. This one's been back and forth. Slovenia is shooting 7 of 21 overall from the floor. Turkey 5 of 7. Slovenia's got the volume. Turkey has been making the baskets. Pretty drive there. Lunjarts off the window, and Slovenia have opened up the biggest lead of the game at 5. Screen by Ashtalan. Sheik for 3. Oh, that rattles in. Pretty shot, Omar Yusuf Sheik. And Sheik cuts the lead to 2 as we are inside of a minute to play in this first quarter. Stolen away by Bashir Bryant. Oh, you know he's going to go up and dunk this one. Oh, Bashir Bryant. Boy, I hope he's okay. He came down awkwardly after that dunk. And we are tied back up at 18. So much for the 5-point lead for Slovenia. Turkey says, nope. Yarts nearly loses it and dribbles on the sideline, and it's going to be Turkey ball with 16.6 to play in this first quarter. Hey, if you think you know how this game's going to turn out, or any game in the tournament, check out the U17 game predictor on the official FIBA U17 website. Chance to win some cool prizes like official basketballs and Nike vouchers. Shot clock, or rather game clock at 10, shot clock is off. Here comes Kutlai. Couple of crossovers, step back 3. Splash! Omer Kutlai. My, that was pretty. And Turkey take a 3-point lead heading into the second quarter, 21-18. Welcome back to BDC Arena in Istanbul. Ömer Kutlay giving Türkiye a 3-point lead heading into the second quarter after a couple of pretty crossovers and a step-back triple. One of our commenters, McAvoy, says this kid's causing a ruckus in 2 games. He sure is. "39 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists last night against New Zealand. Kutlay already with 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting in this one. Jakob Schiftar has 7 for Türkiye. Lunyarts has 9. Paige Rupnik gets tied up after I beg your pardon, that was Nate Rosnick who got it from Paige Rupnik and got tied up. Orlando asks if I'm coming to Ljubljana next month for the FIBA U20 Eurobasket. Nope, I'm afraid I'm not. All of our commentary is remote. I actually am not, excuse me, I'm not in the arena right now. I am broadcasting from my home studio in the central United States. 3 on the way from Jovanovic, no good. Good look at Omar Yusuf Sheik, trying to get away from Hugo Rene Godetz. Great job working to the bucket, Kartal Boris Shimshik. Beg your pardon, that was not Shimshik, that was Sheik. Hammed off to Jovanovic. Back up top, Jovanovic gets it back, shot clock down to 5. 3 on the way. Back iron, no. Rebound tapped out of bounds. And that went off of Demir Oztur. You were watching from Bruges. Ryan says that New Zealand-Türkiye game was insane. Yes, it was. Three on the way. No good for Max Enderlich. And a foul called on that loose ball. Ibrahim watching from Munich, cheering for Türkiye. Comes Jovanovic, now back to Paige Rupnik. Paige Rupnik off the square and in. First 2 points of the period for Slovenia, almost 2 minutes in. And a reach-in foul committed by Max Enderlich. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone, wherever you're tuned in from around the world. We appreciate all the engagement in our YouTube live stream chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to give you a shout out on air. Can't get to every comment as I try to watch the game as well. Sheik has his shot blocked, but Türkiye keep possession. Here comes Bryant. Beautifully done. Beşir Bryant. Slicing through the defense and laying it up with the right hand, and Türkiye back with a 25-20 lead. You're looking for additional tournament content. Check us out on X, Facebook, and Instagram at NextGenHoops. And when you share or comment, use the hashtag FIBA U17. And for all the official tournament information, check out the tournament website for live stats, news, box scores, standings, rosters, player profiles, pictures, videos, and much, much more. That's the FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup official tournament website. Nice job on the inside there. And the right-hand finish as Slovenia back to within 3. 7.5 minutes to play, second quarter. Önder is in Paris cheering for Türkiye. Eric is cheering for Türkiye from Italy. Got a correction on the pronunciation for Şimşek. I'm going with the pronunciation that they gave us, Şimşek. I think I was conflating that with Omar Yusuf Sheik. I was combining their names, kind of. So I apologize for that. Halim cheering for Türkiye from Norwich, Connecticut. A viewer from Bursa, Türkiye saying, instead of watching the official Türkiye channel, they're watching us. Hey, thanks. We appreciate that. 10 on the shot clock for this possession for Türkiye. Here comes Kutlay. He gets doubled. Long pass across court, but he gets fouled. I believe that was Nate Roznik on the foul. Viewer checking in from Bucharest. So Türkiye with a fresh 14. Here comes Kutlay. Not sure if that got poked out of his hand to a defender or if he was trying to make a pass, but either way, it's a turnover. And Slovenia can tie it with a triple. Slovenia's offense looks so polished. That three is up and good. And we are indeed tied up at 25. I believe that was Shiftar that hit that one. Outside, that triple, no. Rebound grabbed by Karatasu. Couldn't get the putback. Beg your pardon, that was Jaka Jovanovic on that last three-pointer for Slovenia. A viewer in Estonia cheering for Türkiye. And in Eindhoven, Bora and Ozan cheering for Türkiye in Eindhoven in the Netherlands. Hey, welcome to the MVP tier. Halim Salim, I believe, became a FIBA YouTube subscriber at the MVP tier. Oh, what a pretty spinning move! Demir Öztürk. Oh, that was beautiful. That puts Türkiye back level with Slovenia at 27. Both teams looking very good so far. Slovenia's shooting percentage has come up. Now they are at 41%. Türkiye red hot at 61% from the floor overall. 3 of 5 from three-point range. Alan Turner checking in from Augsburg, Germany, cheering for Türkiye. in Silistra, Bulgaria. So Nate Roznik going to the free throw line. The foul was on Karatasu. Arda Öztürk checking back in for Türkiye. Second free throw a little too strong, and Türkiye looking to take the lead back. Another viewer checking in from the Netherlands. Arda Öztürk, and he traveled. It was a pretty move. Just did not count. Games already in the books today in Group D. Serbia defeated Venezuela 84-53, and our hearts continue to go out to the folks in Venezuela. My goodness. Such tragedy there. It was Australia in Group D over Ivory Coast 78-73. In Group A, USA defeated Japan 128-66. Also in Group A, it was France over Italy 88-68. And in Group B, Canada pulled away from China late 87-78. Lithuania and Cameroon just underway. We will keep you apprised of that score. Alino checking in from Paris. Got a viewer cheering from Türkiye in Aachen, Germany. Slapnik into the corner to Yarts. 2 on the shot clock. Step back triple from Shiftar. That almost went in. Karatasu the rebound. He's got 7 rebounds already. Karatasu had 11 last night. 3 from the left wing. No. Rebound tipped. Grabbed by Karatasu. That's another one. He goes up. And an unsportsmanlike called. Believe that's going to be on Rok Ilic. You were checking in from Pennsylvania, Yarricktown, saying, "Go Türkiye." The unsportsmanlike free throw falls in, and it'll be Türkiye ball. Viewer in Switzerland saying it's fun to watch the interactive broadcast. Appreciate the comment. Second free throw by Karatasu. No good, so we remain knotted at 28. Omer Sheik's cousin checking in from London, saying hello. If you're enjoying what we're doing here on YouTube, you can become a FIBA YouTube member. Unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights, acquire loyalty badges and emojis for use during our live streams, and lots more cool stuff. You can pick rookie, starter, or MVP tier and be part of our growing community today. And if you've got any bold predictions for this game or any others in this tournament, you can play the U17 World Cup Game Predictor on the official U17 FIBA website for a chance to win some great prizes. The running floater won't go for Yarts. As we approach 4 minutes to play, beautiful pass to Karatasu inside. He could not get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Up and in. Strong work under the rack by Darius Karatasu. And Türkiye take a 2-point lead, 30-28, with 4:02 to play. Timeout on the floor. We are back in just one moment.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
It's that corner pocket from Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
It's overplayed as well. These players are now playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
30-28 in favor of Türkiye. 4:02 to play. Second quarter. Biggest lead of this game, I believe, has been just 5. Slovenia led by 5 in that first quarter, and Türkiye tied it up almost immediately. Hey, we're already at 327 likes on this game. Thanks so much, everybody, for showing us the love. 3 on the way from Slopnik. That's good. Nate Slopnik hits the 3, and now Slovenia back on top, 31-30. More than 5,300 people tuned in right now. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up for us. And Demir Öztürk fouled in the lane. We had somebody cheering for one of the referees watching from Brazil. Rodrigo da Silva is cheering for Alan dos Santos. I think in all the years I've been doing this and following the live chat, I think that's the first time we've ever had somebody cheer for one of the officials. Alan dos Santos. I've seen lots of games that he's worked. Quality official. Working along with Carlos Peralta from Ecuador. Another excellent official. And Jian Sun. Haven't seen a lot of his games, but he's very good as well. You don't see a lot of FIBA officials that aren't very good. I can only think of one tournament, and that was 11 years ago, that I thought the officiating was a little spotty. Oh, beautiful pass there from Yarts. And the finish by Shiftar. Nice find by Loon Yarts. I like his game. He had 20 points and 10 rebounds against Puerto Rico last night in the win. Plays at Mega MIS in Serbia. Oh, and a nice finish there. Arda Öztürk. Barkin says, cheering for you, Craig. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. A viewer cheering from Kansas in the USA for Türkiye. We got a comment in there saying if we can get more than 500 likes, how many Turks can like it? Yeah, if you're watching from Türkiye, go ahead and like the broadcast on YouTube. We'll try to get past 500 likes. As Hasan Özmeric gets whistled for the technical foul. I believe he had one last night as well. Shiftar missed the free throw. (34-33). This one's been fun to watch. Both offenses, I think, executing very well. Turkey shooting much better. Oh, nice find. Great pass by Sarpkaya Arda. Turkey unable to convert, but a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Jovanovic. Yes, indeed. Jaka Jovanovic. And that is his first foul. Commenter saying, I feel like you're reacting too much to Slovenia's baskets. I react when Turkey makes a nice bucket as well. Again, I have no rooting interest in any game that I broadcast, even when USA plays. Got to remember, these are kids out here under the age of 18. We just want to see them all do well. I understand people have rooting interests in their own countries, and that's great. But I don't particularly care who wins this game. I just want to see a good, fun game with quality play. And if a team does something good, I'm going to be enthusiastic for them, regardless of who it is. Holy cow. Yeah, we just jumped up to 498 likes. Come on, 2 more. Let's get over 500. Definitely appreciate all the engagement on our YouTube live stream, though, in the chat. And again, if you're just joining us, a little bit different style of a broadcast than you might be used to. Step back 3 with the shot clock winding down, no good. Turkey has numbers. Beautiful reverse layup, Demir Ozturk. Oh, that was pretty. Had to go reverse around the one defender, and now Turkey with a 5-point lead. Yartz got back there. Got his hand up and forced Ozturk to go reverse. And a timeout on the floor. 1:47 to play, second quarter. Welcome back. 38-33 in favor of Turkey. Their biggest lead of the game. Slovenia led by 5 in the first quarter. This one's been back and forth. It's been a fun game so far. Both teams executing very well. Both teams looking very good on offense, playing good defense as well. Shot clock winding down. Beautiful turnaround, fall-away jump shot by Jakob Shiftar. And Slovenia back to within 3. You were checking in from Eugene, Oregon, cheering for Turkey. Looking forward to a final between USA and Turkey. Well, maybe. Shot clock winding down. Keretasuo can't get it up, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So good defense by Slovenia that time. 3 defenders around Karatasu. Ogush says, well, Türkiye will widen the gap in the third quarter. We shall see. If you like making predictions like that, check out our U17 Basketball World Cup game predictor on the official tournament website. Chance to win some great prizes. And one of our commenters says, marvelous comeback against New Zealand for Türkiye last night. They trailed by 25 in the third quarter. They scored 37 points in the fourth quarter to force overtime and then won it in double OT. And honestly, so far, all those minutes, especially for Karatasu, who played 46, and Kutlai, who played almost 48 minutes last night, those heavy minutes don't seem to be affecting Türkiye so far. Of course, we're still in the first half. But it must be nice to have young legs. Kotoira asks, who's my favorite players in the tournament to be MVP? Well, I've only seen 3 games so far, but I mean, you certainly have to look at Kutlai, Beckham Black for USA. Jakob Šiftar had 31 points yesterday for Slovenia. I have to check my notes from yesterday. Somebody from New Zealand had a monster game. I have to look that up. Oh, Jaden Cecil. He had 42 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals in New Zealand's loss to Türkiye last night. New Zealand in action right now against Puerto Rico, leading 17-6. 2:22 to play first quarter there. So Türkiye up by 4. 17 seconds to play. Shot clock off. Šiftar gives it up to Yarts. He puts up the 3. That's short. Rebounded by Ashtolan. 3 seconds left. Now 2. Long 3 is up. Short and left. And we go to halftime with Türkiye on top by 4, 40-36.
How many times are we gonna say this? Baseline. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Aldo attacks to close out. Leads Bruno inside. Fills it up.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
It's that corner pocket and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
It's overplayed as well. Players without playing one-on-one. Man,
Because she's excited with passion.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Nice pass to Swigo.
hammers it in for two.
Villanovas here dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time slam from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Branson going up against Reed. Oh my goodness! Oh my, AJ de Branson punish it. Oh, that's a huge ejection from Garavaglia. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. This has been allowed to be double teamed again. And Defansa holding out for two. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Make the pass, and the timeout ball as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. It's stolen away by Spain, pushing forward. A fight for position here. Arnett has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. Energy! Jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Get on this pass here. Carvalho. It's knocked away from him. Man, the quit throwing it up. Great tries to spin move. His pocket is picked. Debansa. Oh my goodness! Baptism of fire. AJ Debansa. Steal. Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass. Stokes setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater. Oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke.
Gets to the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this.
attacks to close out lead. Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
It's that corner pocket from Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
It's overplayed as well. Players are now playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Nice pass to Swigo.
Hammers it in for two.
Villanova dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews. Throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time snap from the number 5, Troy Crabtree. Bansa going up against Green. Oh my goodness. Oh my, AJ DeBransa punishing. Oh, that's a huge ejection from Garavaglia. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. This has been allowed to be double teamed again. And DeBransa holding it up. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Make the pass, make the pass. And the timeout ball as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. It's stolen away by Slovenia. Pushing forward. A fight for position here. Arnott has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. And it's in. Jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Get out of this pass here. Carvalho. It's knocked away from him. Man, the quit throwing it up. Great tries the spin move. His pocket is big. DeBransa. Oh my goodness! Baptism of fire. AJ DeBransa. Steal. Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass. Stokes setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater. Oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke.
Gets to the passer lane, goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this. Hey, don't stop running with it.
Dominic Malonga throws it down.
I'm on the ground waiting for you to come up. You ain't never seen nothing like this.
Welcome back to BDC Arena in beautiful and historic Istanbul, Turkey, for the 2026 FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup. My name is Craig Feda. Hope you've been enjoying this one so far. Coming out of halftime, Turkey lead Slovenia 40-36. It's been a back-and-forth game. Biggest lead so far has been 5 points. Jakub Šiftar has 13 for Slovenia. For Turkey, Omar Kutlay has 11. Darius Karatasu already with 10 rebounds. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you're tuned in from around the world. And if you are just joining us, a little bit different style of broadcast than you might be used to. I'll be interacting live with those of you on our YouTube stream. I'll be reading the chat, responding to questions and comments. And if you would, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Maybe we'll give you a shout out on air. 730 likes with nearly 5,500 people watching right now. We're going to try to get over 1,000 for this game. So if you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Let us know that you are enjoying the coverage of this tournament. All these fine young men representing their countries. And if you're digging what we do on YouTube, as Arda Öztürk makes the lead 6, biggest lead of the game for either team. If you are enjoying what we're doing on YouTube, you can become a FIBA YouTube member, unlock exclusive content, get early access to highlights, acquire loyalty badges and emojis to use during our live streams, and lots more fun perks. 3 different tiers to choose from: rookie, starter, or MVP. Part of our growing community today. If you think you know how this game is going to end, or any other game in this tournament, you can play the U17 World Cup Game Predictor on the official U17 FIBA website for a chance to win some great prizes. And while you're on social media, check us out on X, Facebook, and Instagram at NextGenHoops. And when you share or comment, use the hashtag FIBA U17. 8.5 minutes to play, third quarter. A little spin move and a fadeaway by Yartz. That did not fall. He's stuck on 9 points. One of Omer Kutlay's old teammates checking in the chat, cheering for him and Team Turkey as Darius Karatasu scores. The viewer in Ethiopia cheering for Turkey as Nate Slopnik finishes with the left hand very nicely, 44-38. Great defense by Slovenia on that possession. They trapped the ball, then intercepted the subsequent pass. Paige Rupnik circling it around. And now right side Yartz working his way along the baseline. Not sure if he was trying to pass that or shoot it. Looked like he was trying to pass it to Nate Rojnik. And if it was, I don't think he could have placed that any better if he walked up and handed it to him. Because Nate Rojnik was in traffic. He went up and scored. And Slovenia back to within 4. Here comes Karatasu from the left elbow. That was very pretty. Daniel supporting Turkey from Hacienda Heights, California. Foul called on that shot. On Sarp Kaya Arda. Glad to see him back in the game, or rather in the game tonight. He went down last night with what looked like severe cramping. He couldn't even walk off the court. So glad to see that young man back in, just 16 years old. Second free throw straight through. Ankale, I believe, says he and his wife are cheering for Türkiye, and they really enjoy the broadcast. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you are enjoying it and you have not already, hit that thumbs up. Hey, we're at 817 likes now. Shot clock at 5. 3 on the way from Karatasu, and that is good. Darius Karatasu, he was 6 of 9 from beyond the arc last night in racking up 37 points against New Zealand. Karatasu now with 12 points, 11 rebounds. Nick Slopnik tries to answer at the other end and could not, and a foul called on Slopnik as Türkiye have widened the gap to 49-41. That's an 8-point spread, biggest lead of the game for either team. Another viewer checking in from Aachen. And did they call that an unsportsmanlike? I believe they did. Yeah, Slopnik just grabbed the player to stop the break. I saw one player on the floor for Türkiye signal that they wanted the unsportsmanlike call. I did not see an official signal it, but that's indeed what was called. And now Türkiye a 10-point lead, 5:50 to play in this third quarter. Here comes Kutlay. Shot clock at 5. Oh my! Omer Kutlay splitting the defense and laying it in with the right hand. I talked about it in the first half. Omer Kutlay has an uncanny ability to split the defense. Oh, nice feed from Kutlay. And the finish. And Slovenia want timeout as Türkiye opened the lead to 14 with 5:15 to play, third quarter. Karatasu with 12 points, 11 rebounds so far. Omer Kutlay with 15. He's also got 4 assists. Arda Öztürk with 10 points, 3 boards. Jakob Šiftar leading the way for Slovenia with 13 points on 6 of 14 shooting. Lunjarts, 9 points. He's been stuck on 9.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
That corner pocket with Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Players now playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Grigor Gorniet's trying to stop the bleeding here. His team down 14 now with 5:15 to play, third quarter. Got a question in the chat. Which club team Karatasu plays for? He plays for Anadolu Efes. Anadolu Efes. Oops, I apologize if I mispronounced that. Shot clock down to 5, poked out of bounds, and that's going to be Türkiye ball. Nice job by Türkiye to get away from the Slovenian defense. Öztürk. Reverse layup won't go. Poked out of bounds. That's going to be Slovenia ball. Here comes Godets. Rosnik back to Shiftar. Shot clock down to 7. Shiftar outside to Yarts. Slovenia better hurry. Oh, the pull-up. Nicely done. Alex Page Rupnik scores the bucket. .353 to play second quarter. New Zealand leading Puerto Rico 28-25. Ho-ho. Crowd like that move by Kutlai. 3 on the way from Arda, no good. Three missed wide left. Here comes Türkiye once again. Lead is down to 12 now. Have not already, let us know where you're watching from in our YouTube live stream chat. Try to give you a shout out on air. Have viewers from all over the world. Of course, plenty across Europe. Had one viewer checking in from Ethiopia. Lots of folks in the USA watching. Three-pointer is up, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Ashtelin. Went over the back on that rebound attempt. You were checking in from Ireland, cheering for Slovenia. Rosnik. Now Page Rupnik. And now Shiftar. Long 3 from the left wing with the shot clock winding down. No good. Offensive rebound. Great effort there by Rosnik. Slovenia with another look at it. That triple is up. Splash! Alex Page Rupnik drains the 3. And Slovenia now back to within 9, and Hasanos Meric wants timeout. .246 to play third quarter. .246 to play in this third quarter. Türkiye opened up a 15-point lead. Slovenia has cut it to 9 following that triple by Alex Page Rupnik. Page Rupnik now with 7 points on the game. Hey, we are up over 900 likes on our broadcast so far. Thanks so much for all the engagement, everybody. My name is Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this game and the interactive broadcast that we're doing. We do that at these youth tournaments. getting fan engagement. And if you are looking for more engagement on the socials, check us out on X, Facebook, and Instagram at NextGenHoops. That long three with the shot clock winding down by Karatasu missed. When you share and comment on the socials, use the hashtag FIBA U17. And if you think you know how this game is going to end or any other game in this tournament, go play the U17 World Cup Game Predictor on the official U17 FIBA website for a chance to win great prizes. Back up top to Yartz. From 12, comes up short. Well, Yartz started off this game very well. He's been cold. Alley-oop! Darius Karatasu off the feed from Kudlai, and Karatasu hammers it home. We were checking in from Germany, cheering for Turkey, making the contribution to the broadcast. Thanks so much. Shot clock again winding down for Slovenia. High off the glass, no good. Rosnik had a chance at the offensive rebound, was not able to grab it, and that's a shot clock violation. Suddenly, Slovenia struggling offensively. They've only scored 10 points in this quarter. Shot blocked. Nate Rosnik rejects that one out of bounds. Tend to shoot when Turkey gets it back in. Finally do. Omar Yusuf Sheik. Now Kutlai. Shot clock at 3. 3 on the way. Sheik's 3 is good. Lead back to 14. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Outside now. That three-pointer no good. And the foul on the three-point shot by Omar Yusuf Sheik. And so Nate Rosnik will go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. Or was that Yartz? That was Loon Yartz. Yartz has not attempted a free throw in this game. Nate's Piernot getting set to check in as Rosnik has a seat. First free throw. No good for Yartz. Second free throw is good. One of our chat commenter says Kutlai will become a star like his father, Ibrahim. Yeah, certainly looks that way. Omer with the uncanny ability to get through defenders and get a good shot up. Plays good defense, shoots it from the outside. He is fun to watch. Here's Karatasu driving baseline, cut off. Shot clock down to 10. Kutlai trapped near midcourt. Tolan knocked out of bounds. I believe Piernot had his hand on it last. 4.8 to shoot for Turkey on this possession. Kutlai, step back 3 in traffic. Missed that wide right. Tough shot with 3 defenders hanging on him. Wouldn't have surprised me one bit had that gone in. Kutlai, 15 points, 6 assists in this game. Darius Karatasu now for Turkey, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and they called a foul on that shot. He did go down. Kind of the same thing that happened at the other end when Yarts shot that three-pointer. So Kutlai hits the first free throw. Second one as well. He's got one more. And Kutlai remains perfect from the free throw line. He's 9 for 9 tonight. And now he's got 18 points. Paige Rupnik into the front court. Right side to Jovanovic. He hands it off to Godec. And now Paige Rupnik again. 6 on the shot clock. Right side to Jovanovic. Left hand floater falls in. Pretty shot from Alex Paige Rupnik. And the third quarter comes to an end with Türkiye on top by 13, 63-50. We are back with fourth quarter action live from Istanbul in just a few moments. $63-50 in favor of Türkiye over Slovenia. Day 2 of play at the 2026 FIBA U17 Basketball World Cup. Group C action. My name is Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this one so far. Our interactive style broadcast, engaging with the folks watching the YouTube live stream. Kutlai leading Türkiye with 18 points. He's got 6 assists. Darius Karatasu, 14 points, 11 boards, another double-double for him. Jakub Šiftar with 13 for Slovenia. Yarts has 11. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you're tuned in from around the world. Let us know in our YouTube live stream chat where you're watching from. We'll try to give you a hello. Can't get to every comment or question, of course, but I'll do my best. Türkiye first offensive possession of this fourth quarter. Offensive rebound by Öztürk. And we're going to call a tie up there. It's going to be New Zealand ball. You were checking in from Amsterdam, cheering for Türkiye. Hand off to Šiftar. Shot clock at 8. And a bump by Omar Yusuf Sheik. So Slovenia will get a fresh 14. Over on the other court, New Zealand leading Puerto Rico 40-37. Don't forget, New Zealand was leading Turkey by 25 in the third quarter last night. Turkey ended up winning in double overtime. Somehow that layup did not go in. Here comes Turkey back the other way. Shot blocked. Nate's Piernat. But a foul called. And going to the free throw line will be Darius Karatasu. Sinan cheering for Turkey from Dijon in France. Another viewer in Bucharest. Hey, we're at 982 likes. More than 8,100 folks tuned in right now. Trying to get over 1,000 here. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And while you're on YouTube and you want additional content, you become a FIBA YouTube member. Exclusive content, early access to highlights. You can get loyalty badges and emojis to use during our live streams and lots more cool stuff. 3 tiers to choose from, rookie, starter, or MVP. Pick one and become part of our growing community today. Question in the chat, what NBA team do I support? Well, I grew up in Chicago, and I watched pretty much every game Michael Jordan ever played. And so I am a Chicago Bulls fan. Talon watching from Scotland, supporting Turkey. Heartbreak that Scotland did not make the round of 32 in the FIFA World Cup. The Tartan Army had a great time in Boston, brought some fun to the USA. Reminded us how to party a little bit. Left-hand drive. Kutalai, that goes in. Kutalai beat the defender, had a tough angle on that shot, and the lead back to 15. Inside 8.5 minutes to play. Baseline drive, and the pull-up won't go. Turkey able to track it down. That was Kutalai on the rebound, as Jovanovic nearly stole that pass. Right hand shot blocked. Nate's Piernat with the clean block that time. You were in Finland supporting Turkey. Somebody laughing in the chat because I'm talking about myself. Well, yeah, somebody asked what NBA team I supported. So I explained why I cheer for the Chicago Bulls. Will I support USA or Turkey? If I'm doing the broadcast, I will support neither. I am neutral during the broadcasts. These are kids playing. You have to remember, these are 17 and under. I'm not going to be critical of their effort or their play or their mentality. I'm going to try to cheer for both teams when they do something good. Sometimes it's harder than others when it's a big lead for one team. One team's not playing particularly well. I think Slovenia still have a shot in this one. We saw Turkey come back from a huge deficit last night. So do not count Slovenia out. Especially when you have Jakub Šiftar on the floor. He had 31 points against Puerto Rico last night. Loon Yarts had 20. Yarts needs to heat up here. He's been relatively cold since the first quarter. Right-hand drive won't go for Demir Öztürk, but he draws the foul. Francisco cheering for Venezuela. in the U17. Unfortunately, Venezuela have lost both of their games so far. They lost today to Serbia. I don't know why I said Turkey there. 84-53 in Group D. And, of course, our hearts still continue to go out to the folks in Venezuela. Those earthquakes, they continue to have aftershocks there. Been to Venezuela a couple times for tournaments in Barquisimeto and Caracas. Wonderful people there. We just hope everything turns out okay for them in the long run. Commenter asking what my name is. Hey, my name's Craig Fada, by the way. Thanks so much for joining us. Definitely appreciate all the engagement. And hey, we are up over 1,000 likes on this game. Thanks, everybody. That was our goal for this one. Let's see how high we can push it. More than 9,000 viewers tuned in right now on our live stream on YouTube. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Question in the chat asking who my favorite basketball player of all time is. Well, there's no doubt. The GOAT of all GOATs, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Rebound by Ashdolan, and a foul called. 7:25 to play. You were checking in from Krakow, Poland. Shot clock down to 5. Turkey running time. Long three is up and good. Darius Karatasu. Boy, the perfect possession for Turkey there. They ran 22 seconds off the clock and hit a triple. I'm sure Hassan Osmeric will take that. Drive at the other end won't go in for Jakob Shiftar. And now here comes Kutlai. Lost it on the way up. And that is going to be Slovenia ball. We were checking in from Bremen in Germany. Had a bunch of folks checking in from Germany. At various points during this broadcast, I've been accused of supporting Slovenia and I've been accused of supporting Turkey, so that's a good thing. That just means I'm being fair to both teams. I'm cheering when they both do something good. Sheik checking in from London. Got some folks in the UK tuned in. One from Manchester. Zarin watching from Lisbon, Portugal. Supporting Turkey. Shot blocked, but a foul called on Omar Yusuf Sheik. And if Slovenia are going to make a run, they're going to have to start here quickly. Down to 6.5 minutes to play, trailing by 17. Shiftar to the free throw line. He's 1 of 3, now 2 of 4. How about that? Up over 1,200 likes on our broadcast now. Thanks so much for the engagement, everybody. If you are just joining us, interactive broadcast, speaking with folks on our YouTube live stream, trying to answer as many questions and comments as we can. Let everybody know where they're watching from. That drive blocked, but Kutlai the rebound. The floater, that's good. Boy, Ömer Kutlai, his game is complete. He can take it to the rack, shoot the mid-range, shoot outside, plays defense. That shot by Yart's no good. Triple from the corner by Kiritasu missing. Turkey ended up with the offensive rebound, but it went off the hand of Ashdalen, and it's going to be Slovenia ball. Another viewer checking in from Berlin. 3 on the way from Shiftar. Missed, but draws the foul on Ashdalen. That's going to be his 4th foul. Ömer Yusuf Sheik also with 4 fouls for Türkiye. Max Anderlich 4 fouls for Slovenia. You were checking in from Liverpool. Irvin Engren checking in from Ankara, supporting Türkiye. Second free throw good. No games tomorrow, or Monday for that matter. We will resume play on Tuesday with group play. 2 more games to play. Rather, 1 more game to play for each team, I believe. Before we get to the qualification stage. And it's tied up on the floor. You were checking in from Vine, Austria, supporting Türkiye. One of our viewers says they're watching from 30 minutes from BDC Arena in Istanbul. They have a sore throat from cheering yesterday. I had a sore throat last night from calling that game. That was so exciting. One of the best games I've ever seen. One of the greatest comebacks for sure. Here's Kutlai. Goes reverse, won't go. Ashdalen the rebound and the putback. Nicely done. Atan Ashdalen. 5 minutes to play 4th quarter, and Gregor Gorniec wants timeout. Got to try to put something together here. Five minutes to play, 4th quarter. Türkiye leading Slovenia 74-58. If Slovenia are going to mount a comeback, they have to start now coming out of this timeout. Hand off to Paige Rupnik. Over left wing, three-pointer no, rebound Kutlai. That's his 8th rebound to go along with 7 assists and 22 points. Kick into the corner, 3 for Karatasu, no good. Rebound tapped by Ashdalen. Türkiye gets it back. Running a little bit more time. Kutlai into the corner. Kaya Arda. His shot will not go. More folks checking in from the UK and Ireland. You were checking in from Luxembourg. Looney Yarts. First free throw is good. 3 of 4 from the stripe now. A Türkiye fan checking in from Indiana. Saying, go Hoosiers. Indiana, the American football collegiate national champions. Türkiye running more clock with the lead at 14. Oh, a beautiful feed from Kutlai to Ashdalen. Atan Ashdalen now with 4 points. And the lead is 16. Got our first viewer checking in from Cyprus. That shot rejected. Kutlai has his shot blocked, but a foul call. That's going to be on Yarts. One of our chatters asking where I'm located. I'm in the central United States. I'm in Illinois. A couple of hours south of Chicago. Both free throws good, and things looking dire for Slovenia. 18-point deficit coming up on 3 minutes to play. Doesn't seem to be any ill effects from the double overtime win last night for Türkiye. And the pretty follow there by Nate Slapnik. Türkiye, the double overtime win over New Zealand last night. Karatasu and Kutlai, heavy minutes in that game. Karatasu drives baseline and jams it with 2 hands. Darius Karatasu. Put that on a poster. Question asking if I thought Derrick Rose could be the GOAT if he hadn't had injuries. I think he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't know about the GOAT. But he certainly would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he's borderline right now. He ended up having a pretty productive career, regardless of the injuries, became a valuable bench player. Öztürk kicks it out, and Türkiye reset. Here comes Kutlai again, lays it in with the right hand. My goodness, he's impressive. 26 points for Ömer Kutlai. You were asking about the statistics. Kutlai, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Possible he could get a triple-double. Well, there is assist number 10. Count the bucket for Atan Ashtalan. And Kutalai with assist number 10. Checking in from Çorum, Türkiye, sorry. Asking, which players in this age group do I think will be drafted in the 2031 NBA draft? Hard to say. Certainly, there's going to be several Americans. Soliman from France. Karatasu keeps playing like this, and Kutalai. I like Lunyart's game. He started off strong in this one and then kind of went away. Shiftar's got some skill. I haven't had a chance to see all the games in this tournament, so I can really only speak to the teams that I've seen so far. Viewer asking, who's the best three-point shooter of all time? Well, if you go statistically, I think it's Steph Curry. But if you're talking about just shooting the ball, I'm going to go with Larry Bird as the best three-point shooter of all time. A viewer in Worthing, West Sussex, cheering for Türkiye. Another one in Cape Verde. Up over 1,300 likes on this tournament as Yarts finishes with the left hand. Thanks so much for all the engagement, everybody. Still 9,000 folks tuned in. If you have not already, give us a thumbs up on the broadcast. Support all these young men representing their national teams. And support FIBA for all the hard work they do putting on these tournaments and bringing you the pictures and the commentary. Shiftar's statistics, somebody asking, he's got 19 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And Kutalai is not going to get his triple-double. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Karatasu finishes with 21 points, 14 rebounds. Jakub Shiftar leading Slovenia with 19. Lunyarts ended up with 17. So Türkiye moves to 2-0 in the group phase. Slovenia fall to 0-2. We are off until Tuesday. On Tuesday, Türkiye will take on Puerto Rico, and Slovenia will tangle with New Zealand. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. My name's Craig Fade. I hope you had a good time on our interactive broadcast. Appreciate all the engagement on our YouTube live stream. As we look at the shooting numbers, we'll see some highlights in just a few moments. One other game going on right now. New Zealand leading Puerto Rico in the third quarter with 3:01 to play, 55-51. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. So long for now.